Hey, I'm Janae from EmpoweredEnergy.com, and I'm here to give you the tea on this full moon in Aquarius round 2. So sit back, relax, and let's go. Okay, hi, I'm Janae from EmpoweredEnergy.com, and this full moon in Aquarius is going to be your second chance. Let me explain. So, basically, during the new moon in Aries, full moon in Scorpio, new moon in Taurus, we basically had this like huge rush of passion and motivation, and we knew where we were going, what we were doing, and who we were doing it for, right? And now, since all that time has kind of passed, things are kind of going on a like fizzle down. And not necessarily that you don't have the passion and the motivation that you had during the new moon in Aries, but now it's just coming to a point where you might be facing a lot of self-doubt. Things might be coming to play where you're like, should I really be doing this? Is really what I should be pursuing is this? Am I going after the right things? I'm here to tell you, yes. Yes, you are. But using this full moon, you need to release all doubt, all ego, anything that is blocking you from getting to your soul's purpose. Okay, and one of the big things that a lot of us need to release during this full moon is our egos. And not necessarily, I'm telling you, don't have an ego. Egos are bad. I'm saying we need to release letting our egos control the situation. So for those of you who your soul's purpose kind of revolves around getting, views or likes or subscribers, and you haven't been seeing the numbers that you want to see lately, and you're kind of feeling like, I'm not seeing these like numbers. Oh, should I really be doing this? Is this really what I was called to be doing? Do I need to go back to that 9-to-5 grind hustle? No, this is part of the process. Everything is going exactly as it should. Don't worry. Everything is just shifting. We just had that Lionsgate 888 Lionsgate, which was to connect us to our highest possible timeline, and that is going to be the timeline that is going to be great for the highest good for the collective, which is what this full moon is about. It's about the collective, and the collective raising to the highest good of all. So with that being said, you need to be releasing all of the things that are stopping you, the self-doubt, the negative talk. Perhaps you might have a couple friends or family members that might be getting into your head, telling you that you made mistakes, that your path is crazy. Because all of us, if you're watching this video at least, you're more than likely on a path that is unique to you, that is unique to your family, to your friends. Like what you're doing, you don't have a lot of people around you who have done it before, so they don't really understand it, and they don't really understand what you're doing, and so they're really quick to judge you and to give you this criticism. And you've probably been feeling that criticism for a couple months to weeks, or weeks to months, and you might be thinking like, oh, they're right, I really need to give it up. Don't give it up. Keep pushing through. I'm also here to tell some of you that you've been going through a situation where you're trying to pursue your soul's purpose, but it feels like nothing is going right. Like it feels like everything is going wrong, and Spirit wants me to tell you, no, everything is not going wrong. Everything is going exactly right. You need to learn that everything isn't going to go exactly how you think it's going to go, and you need to learn how to adjust yourself and be resilient with these twists and turns. You need to learn that these twists and turns are a part of your process, and as you continue on, yes, pursuing your soul's purpose, pursuing your passion, what you're doing, it is going to get easier. However, the twists and the turns are always going to be there, and those twists and turns are going to be there for a purpose and for a reason, and it's up to you to be able to understand what the reason is, what the purpose is, or at least to be okay with it. Oh look, Spirit's here now. Okay, so just keep pushing through, even if it might feel wrong. It's not wrong, it's just different. And keep in mind, we have connected to our highest timeline, so there's going to be a shift. For you to get to where you're meant to be, you have to shift. Things have to move. Like you can't stay where you're at and get what you want. You're going to have to keep going out there. So you got to understand, your life is going to continually change. the change that you were going through, the different friends, maybe environments that you've been going in, it's going to continue. And Spirit wants you to get comfortable with that and wants you to release anything that is stopping you from pursuing that, anything that is telling you, oh no, I don't need to be doing that. Oh, you might feel silly, you might feel embarrassed, you might be putting shame or guilt on yourself. A lot of you, I'm really getting told, are comparing yourself to a lot of other people, and this isn't about you comparing yourself to others around you. This is about you connecting deeper to those around you. This is about you realizing that you're doing what you're doing to help raise the collective consciousness. So you need to use this full moon to release anything that is stopping you from contributing in a meaningful way to society, and you pursuing this soul. And I keep saying this soul's purpose because it's all about the North Node is coming into play here. So whatever is you pursuing your destiny, you need to keep doing that. And anything that's going to stop you from pursuing your destiny, you need to release that. So if you have had any types of questions about your calling, this is the one for you. No, stop questioning it. You are exactly where you need to be at. Okay, I'm being called to let everybody know to work with the Peridot during this full moon, to work with the Carnelian, and to work with the red Jasper. And the reason why you're being called to work with these three crystals is to bring you back the motivation and the passion. And also this peridot is going to attract some abundance and prosperity, give you some good luck and opportunities. So make sure when you work with these crystals that you stay aware of the opportunities that are coming to you, that are going to be able to help you be able to maneuver through any of these challenges that might be coming to you during this full moon. I also want to go ahead and do a disclaimer for some of you. This is going to be a little bit of a test, okay? And some of you are going to have situations that might have happened to you last full moon in Aquarius, might pop up again. And this is going to be your opportunity to do them in a different way. Yeah, you're going to be redoing something. And it could even be something that pertains to yourself. Like maybe you were really hard on yourself during the last full moon, and now what's coming to play is you're going to have to stop being hard on yourself all over again. So you might go through a difficult situation that was uncomfortable last time, but this time you're being called to really push through it, to keep going, and realize like this is a way for you to do this differently. I'm really getting called that some of you, something happened to you last full moon and you quit, and you're being told this full moon, do not quit. Do not give up. And I think that is such a huge theme. Even shooting this video, I have done so many takes, you have no idea. I've wanted to give up, I've wanted to quit, and Spirit was like, no, keep on going, get it out, get this message out. I think I had been filming for like 10 minutes and then the camera did something weird and it made me want to give up. And that's what really affirmed this message for me and really helped me know what I was talking about with you guys. And I'm telling you, keep pushing. Things I know might be falling apart or might not be feeling like they're moving fast enough or going the way that you necessarily want. And I want you to know Spirit is saying keep putting that work in, keep putting that labor in, and I promise you, you are bearing fruit. You might not be able to taste the fruit right now. The fruit might still be growing, the fruit might still be ripening, but I'm telling you to keep going because you are bearing fruit. Things are working out for you. And for my babies that are in a relationship, what's going to be coming to you during this full moon is a way to redo the way that you've been doing your relationships. So if you are someone who you've gone into a lot of toxic relationships in the past, or you've done romantic relationships a certain way in the past, this full moon is calling you and asking you to start doing it in a different way, in a way that is more positive and progressive towards you and towards the collective. The more that you love yourself, the more that you love us. So if you are getting yourself in a toxic cycle, in a situation with someone, I am asking you, please break out right now. And Spirit is asking you as well, break out, do something different. Don't stay in that same stagnant energy. I'm calling on you, please. get out of it and break free and release whatever is keeping you tied down to those toxic habits and situations. And if you cannot call out what the toxic habits and situations are, you know what you're going to do? You're going to say, Spirit, whatever the toxic habits and situations are that I do not see that are keeping me binded to this situation, please release them out of my life. Okay? All right. Now, the herbs I'm being called to tell you to work with are actually going to be a little bit differently this time, because you're going to work with a grapefruit, a lemon, and some ginger. And with these elements, what you're basically going to do is make a drink with them, put them in a spiritual bath, get some essential oils and diffuse them, put them in your shower. You can actually get some dried grapefruit. You can make your own dried grapefruit, your own dried ginger or lemon, and you can burn it and use it like sage. All I know is you need to connect with these 3 things. I don't know if this is a fruit, so connect with these 3 foods, and you do it in a way that you feel called to do. I'm a big believer in following your inner guidance. If you ever do a session with me, you will know that I'm a big person in telling everybody follow your inner guidance. Okay, so bottom line, through this whole full moon, you are being called to release anything that is keeping you from your soul's purpose. Let your ego go, or at least stop letting your ego run the show. And I also want to let everybody know that I will be having a full moon energy activation meditation, something that's going to go ahead and activate inside of you your soul's purpose. It's going to ignite in you a little bit more information and knowledge to help get you closer to your soul's purpose. So anyone who has been doubting yourself or feeling confused or just feeling like you need an extra energy boost to kind of get the things done that you want to get done, pertaining again specifically to your passions and your destiny and your soul's purpose, please come to this full moon circle. And if you're watching this at a later date, the full moon circle will definitely be always there on my live on the replay, so you can always go to it and replay it and use it for any full moon. The link to that full moon circle is going to be in the bottom. It's going to be completely free, and it begins at 9 p.m. August 22nd. Okay, I expect to see you there so we can get this energy activated, and as a collective we can come together and propel ourselves even further into our soul's purpose and release any and all blocks, boundaries that are holding us back. Basically, it's going to be a little bit of a road opener for you. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for this full moon in Aquarius. I am so thankful that you were able to bless me, and I'm so thankful that I was able to bless you. This is a message from Spirit, completely channeled. So you go ahead, do what you need to do with this knowledge and this information, and I'll see you next new moon.